Welcome back to channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today's video dives into a fascinating and often misunderstood corner of American numismatics, the United States $quarter era coin found in a very rusty condition. At first glance, a rusty quarter may look damaged or even worthless, but in certain cases, these unusual coins tell a remarkable story of minting mistakes, metal anomalies, and survival against time and environment. For collectors who know what to look for, such era coins can spark intense interest at auctions, and sometimes achieve surprisingly high dollar values. In this video, we will explore why a rusty era quarter can be rare, how it came to exist, and why collectors around the world actively seek these unusual pieces. Let's get started. First up, the United States $quarter has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1796, serving everyday commerce while also reflecting the nation's history through changing designs and compositions. Modern quarters, especially those minted after 1965, are typically made of a copper core bonded with outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. Under normal circumstances, these metals do not rust like iron or steel. This makes the appearance of heavy rust on a quarter particularly intriguing. Such coins may originate from rare minting errors involving incorrect metal planchets, experimental alloys, or contamination during the minting process. In other cases, they may have been struck on foreign or steel-based blanks that accidentally entered U.S. mint production lines. Over decades, exposure to moisture, soil, or extreme environmental conditions can further exaggerate the rusty appearance, adding to the coin's mystery and visual impact. The surface often shows deep reddish-brown corrosion, pitting, rough textures, and uneven coloration that sharply contrasts with the smooth silver-gray look of a normal quarter. Many of these coins may also display weak strikes, distorted lettering, off-metal coloration, or abnormal weight compared to standard issues. Some examples react to magnets, strongly suggesting a steel or iron-based composition, which immediately captures collector attention. The combination of visible rust, altered surfaces, and potential off-metal striking transforms an ordinary quarter into a visually powerful era coin that stands out instantly in any collection. The U.S. Mint maintains strict quality control, and mistakes involving wrong metals or contaminated blanks are usually caught before circulation. When such coins escape detection, they become accidental survivors, making them highly desirable to era coin specialists. Collector demand is especially strong for coins that can be authenticated as genuine mint errors rather than post-mint environmental damage. Certified examples graded and verified by professional services often attract competitive bidding, as collectors value both the rarity and the story behind each piece. The more dramatic, well-documented, and unusual the error, the higher the demand tends to be. The market value of a very rusty U.S. quarter era coin can vary widely depending on authenticity, severity of the error, and overall eye appeal. Common environmentally damaged quarters usually hold little value, but true mint error examples can sell for impressive sums. At auctions, authenticated rusty era quarters have been known to sell anywhere from several tens of dollars to several $205,000, with exceptional or unique specimens potentially reaching four-figure prices. Coins struck on confirmed steel planchets or foreign blanks, especially with strong magnetism and clear design details, often command the highest values. Auction results show that collectors are willing to pay premium prices when rarity, verification, and visual impact align. For collectors interested in rusty era quarters, knowledge and verification are essential. It is important to examine weight, magnetism, and strike details carefully, as these clues help distinguish genuine mint errors from post-mint damage. Professional grading and authentication can significantly enhance both credibility and market value, especially when selling at auction. Storing such coins properly is also crucial, as active corrosion can continue if left untreated. Protective holders and controlled environments help preserve the coin's current state without altering its originality. Most importantly, collectors should approach these coins with curiosity and patience, understanding that each rusty era quarter carries a unique history worth studying. The United States $quarter era coin in very rusty condition is far more than a damaged piece of pocket change. It represents a rare intersection of minting mistakes, unusual metal composition, and the passage of time. These coins challenge traditional ideas of beauty and value in numismatics, proving that rarity and story often matter more than shine. For collectors and investors alike, rusty era quarters offer excitement, mystery, and the potential for strong auction market value in dollars. If you ever come across a quarter that looks unusually rusty, don't dismiss it too quickly. It might just be a hidden numismatic treasure waiting to be discovered. Next up, the United States $quarter dated 1984 with the D mint mark, a coin that many people overlook but one that has quietly built strong interest in the collector and auction market. While millions of these quarters once passed through everyday circulation, Certain examples, especially those in specific conditions or with outstanding visual appeal, have become surprisingly valuable. This video will explore why the 1984 D quarter stands out, how the condition plays a crucial role in its rarity, and why collectors continue to search for high-quality examples that can bring impressive dollar values at auction. The 1984 D quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1984, the United States Mint was producing quarters primarily for circulation, using a copper-nickel-clad composition that had replaced silver in 1965. The Denver Mint struck a very large number of quarters in 1984 to meet public demand during a period of heavy coin usage. Because of this high production, most 1984 D quarters were heavily circulated, worn, scratched, or damaged over time. This widespread circulation is exactly what makes well-preserved examples far more desirable today, as few coins survived in exceptional condition. The 1984 D quarter features John Flanagan's classic portrait of George Washington, showing strong facial detail, neatly tied hair, and a dignified expression that has become iconic in American coinage. The word Liberty arches across the top, while "In God We Trust" appears to the left, and the date 1984 is displayed at the bottom. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle stands proudly with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. The D Mint mark, found on the obverse near Washington's ponytail, identifies Denver as the striking mint. In higher-grade coins, collectors look closely at sharp feather details on the eagle, crisp lettering, smooth fields, and strong luster, all of which dramatically affect desirability and value. The 1984 D quarter is common in worn or average circulated condition. True rarity begins to appear in higher grades. Coins that remain in mint state, especially those graded MS-65, MS-66, or higher by professional grading services, are surprisingly scarce. This scarcity is due to heavy circulation and limited saving of rolls at the time of release. Collectors today are also interested in coins with exceptional strike quality, original mint luster, and clean surfaces free from major marks. Additionally, any 1984 D quarter showing notable mint errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or planchet defects, can generate strong competition at auction. This growing demand among collectors has steadily increased the coin's profile in the numismatic market. In circulated condition, most 1984 D quarters are worth only face value, but value rises quickly with improved condition. Fine and very fine examples may sell for modest premiums, especially if they have attractive surfaces and even wear. Uncirculated coins in lower mint state grades often sell for several dollars, while certified examples in higher mint state grades can bring significant prices. At auction, MS-65 examples can reach strong double-digit dollar values, and MS-66 or better coins have been known to sell for $306,000 when competition is high. Error coins and top population-graded examples can push values even higher, making the 1984 D quarter an exciting coin for collectors who understand what to look for. Collectors searching for valuable 1984 D quarters should focus on condition first and foremost. Carefully inspect coins for original luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp design details. Checking pocket change, old coin jars, and bank rolls can still be worthwhile, as high-quality examples occasionally surface. Professional grading is highly recommended for coins that appear uncirculated or exceptional, as certification can significantly increase auction appeal and buyer confidence. Storing coins properly in protective holders and avoiding cleaning are essential steps to preserving value over time. Patience and education are key, as the market rewards collectors who recognize quality and rarity rather than just age. The United States quarter $1984 D mint mark may seem ordinary at first glance, but its true potential lies in condition, quality, and rarity within higher grades. While millions were produced, very few survived in pristine condition, creating strong demand among collectors and impressive results at auction. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner checking everyday change, the 1984 D quarter is a powerful reminder that hidden value can exist in the most familiar coins. With careful attention and knowledge, this modern-era quarter can become a valuable and rewarding addition to any coin collection. Next up, the United States quarter dollar dated 1998 with the Philadelphia P mint mark, a coin that many people overlook because it is still found in circulated condition. At first glance, this quarter may seem like ordinary pocket change, but when examined more closely, it reveals an interesting story within modern American coinage. For collectors, Especially beginners and era coin hunters, the 1998 P quarter represents an important piece of history where rarity is not always about age, but about condition, striking quality, and unusual mint characteristics that can turn a common coin into a surprisingly valuable one at auction. The 1998 P quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint during a transitional moment in U.S. coin history. It belongs to the final years of the classic Washington quarter design before the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program in 1999. Designed by John Flanagan, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for more than 6 decades by 1998, symbolizing stability, tradition, and American heritage. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of quarters that year to meet heavy circulation demand, as quarters were essential for daily commerce such as vending machines, parking meters, and public transportation. Because of this high production, most examples entered circulation quickly and experienced wear early on. The 1998 P quarter features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with sharp classical lines inspired by Jean-Antoine Houdon's sculpture. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," frame the design, while the date 1998 appears clearly below Washington's portrait. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings stands proudly, holding arrows and olive branches to represent strength and peace. In circulated condition, many of these quarters show wear on Washington's hair, the eagle's chest, and the wing feathers. However, collectors pay special attention to strike quality, die polish lines, off-center strikes, and other minting irregularities, which are the true standout features that can elevate this coin beyond its face value. The 1998 P quarter are common. Rarity emerges in specific circumstances. Coins with noticeable mint errors such as doubled dies, clipped planchets, misaligned dies, or broad strikes are scarce and highly desirable. Additionally, circulated coins that retain strong details, smooth surfaces, and appealing natural toning can stand out among typical worn examples. Collectors also value this coin as part of the final pre-statehood quarter series, making it historically significant. Demand increases when a circulated coin displays something unusual, because collectors know that finding such pieces in everyday change is becoming more difficult as time passes. In normal circulated condition, a typical 1998 P quarter usually trades close to its face value of 25 cents. However, coins with better than average eye appeal can sell for a few dollars, especially if they show minimal wear. The real auction excitement begins with error varieties and standout examples. Depending on the type and severity of the mint error, prices can range from $205,000 to several $306,000 at auction. Professionally authenticated and graded error coins have been known to attract strong bidding, proving that even a modern circulated quarter can achieve big value in dollars when rarity meets collector demand. Collectors should carefully examine all 1998 P quarters they come across, especially those pulled from circulation. Using a magnifying glass helps identify doubling, unusual edges, or striking errors that are easy to miss with the naked eye. Storing interesting finds in protective holders prevents further wear and preserves their value. Learning to recognize genuine mint errors is essential, as damage after circulation does not add value. For coins that appear unusual or high quality, professional grading and authentication can significantly increase collector confidence and auction appeal. The United States quarter $1998 P mint mark in circulated condition proves that valuable coins are not always old or silver. Its importance lies in its place at the end of a historic design era and in the potential hidden within rare errors and exceptional examples. For collectors willing to look closely and learn the details, this everyday coin can become an exciting discovery with real auction market potential. The next time you find a 1998 P quarter in your change, remember that you might be holding more than just 25 cents. You could be holding a small but meaningful piece of American numismatic history. Next up, the United States quarter dollar dated 1966 without a mint mark, a coin that many people overlook but that holds an interesting place in American numismatic history. Although most examples are found in circulated condition, this coin continues to attract attention from collectors because of its unique transitional era, special production characteristics, and the surprising prices certain examples can achieve at auction. If you have a 1966 quarter in your collection or pocket change, this video will help you understand why it still matters in today's coin market. The 1966 Washington quarter was struck during a major turning point in U.S. coinage. Just 1 year earlier, in 1965, the United States removed silver from circulating quarters due to rising silver prices and nationwide coin shortages. The 1966 quarter was produced with a copper-nickel clad composition instead of silver, marking a new era for everyday American coins. During this time, the U.S. Mint also made a unique decision to eliminate mint marks altogether from 1965 through 1967 to discourage coin hoarding. As a result, every 1966 quarter was struck without a mint mark, regardless of whether it was produced in Philadelphia or Denver, making it an important historical issue rather than a mint-identified one. The 1966 quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, with strong classical styling and balanced lettering. The reverse displays the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, a design that had represented the quarter for decades. What makes the 1966 issue stand out is its transitional identity, sitting between the silver era and the modern clad era of U.S. coinage. In circulated condition, these coins often show soft details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, yet many still retain appealing surfaces and natural toning that collectors appreciate. The absence of a mint mark itself has become a defining feature of this period, adding to its distinctive character. The 1966 quarter was produced in large numbers. True rarity emerges when condition, eye appeal, and special characteristics are considered. Most circulated examples are common, but coins with strong strikes, minimal wear, and clean surfaces are becoming increasingly difficult to find. Collector demand also increases significantly for era coins, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet issues from this era. Because the 1966 quarter represents an important chapter in U.S. mint history, many collectors seek high-quality circulated examples as affordable entry pieces, while advanced collectors compete for exceptional specimens when they appear at auction. In today's market, a typical 1966 quarter in circulated condition usually trades for more than its face value, especially when it shows better than average detail and attractive toning. While most circulated examples sell for only a few dollars, coins with sharper detail, original surfaces, or confirmed mint errors can bring significantly higher prices. At auction, high-grade circulated pieces and certified examples have been known to achieve strong results, sometimes reaching tens or even $407,000 depending on condition, rarity of the error, and overall eye appeal. These auction results demonstrate that even a seemingly common coin can carry meaningful value under the right circumstances. Collectors interested in the 1966 quarter should focus on condition first, carefully examining the coin for excessive wear, scratches, or damage. Coins with even wear, strong rims, and clear lettering are generally more desirable. It is also wise to look closely for any unusual features or striking errors, as these can dramatically increase value. Storing the coin properly in a protective holder and avoiding unnecessary cleaning will help preserve its market appeal. For those considering selling, professional grading and authentication can add credibility and often result in stronger auction prices. The United States quarter dollar of 1966 without a mint mark may appear ordinary at first glance, but its historical importance and collector interest make it far more fascinating than its face value suggests. As a product of a pivotal moment in American coinage, this quarter tells the story of change, adaptation, and modern minting practices. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1966 quarter in circulated condition remains a meaningful piece worth understanding, preserving, and watching closely as collector demand and auction interest continue to grow. Next up, the United States quarter dollar dated 1990 with the D Mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this may look like a common circulating coin that millions of people use for daily transactions, but for collectors, even a 1990 D quarter in fine condition can carry an interesting story. When condition, eye appeal, and special characteristics come together, this coin can attract attention in the collector and auction market in ways many people never expect. The 1990 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1990, the Washington quarter had become a familiar symbol of American commerce and culture, long before the state quarters program began in 1999. Coins dated 1990 were produced during a period of strong mint output, when quarters were heavily used in circulation for vending machines, parking meters, and everyday purchases. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of quarters that year, making the date common overall, but also creating opportunities for collectors to search for well-preserved examples and unusual pieces that stand out from the rest. The 1990 D quarter features John Flanagan classic portrait of George Washington, facing left, with the word, Liberty, boldly displayed above, and the motto, "In God We Trust," to the left. The date 1990 appears clearly at the bottom, while the small D mint mark identifies its Denver origin. On the reverse, the iconic bald eagle with outstretched wings holds arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both strength and peace, framed by the words, "United States of America" and $quarter. In fine condition, the coin shows moderate wear, yet the main design elements remain strong and readable. Collectors often look closely at details such as feather definition, rim quality, strike sharpness, and overall balance, because these features can significantly influence desirability and value. The 1990 D quarter is not rare by mintage numbers alone. Rarity in coin collecting often depends on condition, preservation, and uniqueness rather than age. Many quarters from this era were heavily circulated and damaged over time, making well-preserved fine-condition examples more appealing than people realize. Collector demand increases when a coin shows even wear, clean surfaces, and pleasing color. Demand can rise even higher for coins with attractive toning, strong strikes, or subtle mint errors such as off-center strikes, doubled details, or die cracks. These factors transform an ordinary coin into a desirable collectible, especially when demand grows among specialists who focus on modern Washington quarters. In today's market, a typical 1990 D quarter in fine circulated condition usually sells for slightly above face value, reflecting steady interest from collectors building date and mint mark sets. However, auction results show that coins with exceptional eye appeal, certified grading, or notable mint errors can achieve much higher prices. Some examples with striking toning or verified errors have sold for $508,000, and in rare cases, significantly more. Coins graded at higher levels than fine, or those encapsulated by major grading services, tend to attract stronger bidding, especially when multiple collectors compete for the same piece. This auction activity proves that even modern coins can deliver surprising value under the right circumstances. The 1990 D quarter, careful inspection is essential. Examining coins under good lighting can reveal hidden details, surface quality, and potential errors that are easy to miss. Storing coins properly in protective holders helps prevent further wear and environmental damage. Collectors should also stay informed about recent auction trends and grading standards, as these can change over time and directly affect value. Patience plays a key role, because the right buyer at the right time can turn a modest coin into a strong sale. Building knowledge and focusing on quality rather than quantity often leads to the most rewarding collecting experiences. The United States $quarter 1990 D mint mark in fine condition is a powerful reminder that value in coin collecting is not always about extreme rarity or ancient history. It is about condition, demand, and the stories hidden within everyday objects. While many of these quarters still circulate unnoticed, the right example can attract collector interest and perform well in the auction market. By learning what to look for and appreciating the craftsmanship and history behind the coin, collectors can discover that even a modern Washington quarter has the potential to shine. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check your change, because the next valuable coin might already be in your pocket.